Here with Audrey and Terry, and we are going to take a look at Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. And I always have a question about this title. Is it because it's super mysterious? Is that, or is it just
you got it?
It is a super dungeon.
It's just that super.
It's both.
Yep.
I think pretty
it's
much.
It's the most super and mysterious.
You have to say it like that too. Pokemon
so
Super
mysterious.
Mystery Dungeon. All right. So should we just go straight to the game?
Why don't you talk us through this game?
Sounds great. So Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. It's about you being a Pokemon, right? So you're not a Pokemon trainer. You're not a Pokemon ranger. You are a Pokemon. So check it out here. Right, we have on screen right now. We have all the selection of the characters that you can be. There's 20 in total. You have Pikachu, of course. You have all the different starter / partner Pokemon, Pokemon that you see. Yeah, like different from all the different regions. So you got Kanto to all the way to Kalos. Yeah. And I've always been a Froakie fan, so I'm gonna choose Froakie.
Okay, and this is more to choose from than any Mystery Dungeon game to date, right? We have 20 Pokemon to choose from, all of the starters from all generations. That's insane.
Well, and this is also a huge decision because then this is your character.
This is one of the hardest decisions.
You become this Pokemon.
That's right.
Terry, I'm so tempted to choose Bulbasaur because Bulbasaur's the very best, but I know you'll be mad, so I'll choose Froakie.
Okay.
I'll be good.
I was hoping for Squirtle, actually.
Yep. Squirtle? A little Squirtle?
I'm a big Squirtle fan.
All right. So go ahead and just hit start. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, so we picked up a Froakie, but...
So Froakie, you are Froakie now, but you also get to choose your partner as well. You always want to find a good balance in your team. So I would always say go with a grass type. I would say go with Trico.
Okay, we gotta look at our options though, right? Right?
No. Yep.
No, I mean I like you,
Chimchar.
So you always want a good balance because water is strong against fire. Fire is always strong against grass.
You're making Chimchar feel bad.
Really? Not you, nor you, nor you. All right.
This is a hard decision to make.
It is a hard decision, but here we go. Trico.
Trico it is? All right.
It's Trico's time to shine.
Trico's a good choice.
Let's make him cool. All right.
He is cool.
Trico seems like a solid partner.
All right. So with that, we should actually go straight into the game, yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about what this series has to offer, because it's quite a bit different than maybe some of the other Pokemon games that people have played.
That's right. So there is actually all 700 known Pokemon right now are actually in the game. All the legendary and mythical Pokemon. So they will make an appearance, and you'll see them. And you're in this Pokemon world only run by Pokemon. And it's just an amazing adventure for you and your partner to explore.
All right, jumping right into gameplay.
Let's go ahead and switch over to Terry's.
Now, of course, the whole idea behind this game is you are delving into these dungeons that are randomized.
Yep.
So you really never know what you're going to expect.
The adventure isn't a dungeon itself. It's every time you go in, it's ever changing. All the items are in different places. You never know where the Pokemon are come from, and it's just an adventure every time you go in there.
That makes for a lot of replay value, though, because every time you go to a dungeon, it's brand new.
That's right.
But before you jump into the dungeon, let me ask you a little bit about the opening quiz.
Sure. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You do actually there is a quiz before you actually get to choose your Pokemon. With every Mystery Dungeon game, you actually have a quiz that you can answer to test your personality, and they always kind of match your Pokemon to that personality. Yeah. But of course we jump to it because we don't want to show too much of the questions, and it's the mystery of the questions.
We don't want to give away the mystery, but they're such fun questions. I won't give them away, but they're cute.
We must keep it all super mysterious.
That's right. So right now in the game, you'll see that you actually meet your partner for the very first time. It's a magical moment right now.
And the great thing about this world is that it's full of Pokemon. No sticky humans around to mess things up. It's just Pokemon everywhere, which is it would be better if it really were that way. I think we can agree.
The Society of Pokemon.
Yes.
So this is the first time you meet your partner. Your partner's very carefree, kind of a problematic Pokemon in the town. So the town's actually called Odayaka Village. And right now we're actually heading to the Pokemon Plaza, where Trico's going to show you around.
Poor Froakie looks so upset right now.
Well, this is what you just came into the village and you have no idea what's going on, and suddenly a Pokemon comes and grabs you. Hey, let me show you around town. All right. I guess you got to be kind of a little suspicious, right?
That's true.
So he's gonna Trico's gonna show you around the town here in the plaza, and before you go into any dungeon, it's always about preparation. you want to always have the right items. You always want to make sure that there's items that you don't want to use or don't want to lose. You want to put it in the deposit box.
Well, what are some tips that you have? I mean, are there any kind of pro moves that you...
You always want to carry like an orange berry just in case your HP drops, or even a reviver seed, because just in case you faint in the dungeon, you'll lose every single item. So
not that that's gonna happen.
No, that's never gonna happen. No
never gonna happen.
We're professionals.
Are you gonna get any hints at all about kind of what you're gonna face in this dungeon, or
it's a mystery?
You have to prepare for anything.
Preparation is key to success, right? So you always just gotta grab what you think is best for the mission, and you go from there. So right now it's just a little story mode. It shows a little bit of Trico and how Trico's kind of a problematic child in the village here.
It's so Trico.
All right. So we're just gonna wander around town a little bit. So you always have these really nice shops. Like you have Kecleon shop here where you can always get some items. Again, preparation is key, right? So you always want to make sure you have the right items to get in there.
It's all about preparation.
That's right. And you know what? I think we should just go into the dungeon. Show off a little bit of the dungeon.
Let's get into the action.
So the story here is Shelmet is telling Deerling that they sent Gumi by itself into a dungeon right now. They can't find Gumi because Gumi hasn't come back yet, so Deerling's a little worried. And you kind of eavesdropped on this conversation, so might as well just kind of follow him to a dungeon, right, and see what happens.
It's okay that you're eavesdropping because you're going to help in the end, right? That makes up for it.
You would want to help, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into this right here. So it's Pancham and Deerling or Pancham and Shelmet that have actually kind of challenged Gumi to go into the dungeon by itself. So now everyone's kind of feeling bad, but nobody wants to go into the dungeon.
Aww.
So what we'll do is
Pancham looks so disappointed in you. He looks really...
Well, not me, but you know, in Deerling and everyone else.
Poke pressure.
Poker pressure. All right.
It's not Pancham's fault. It's just got one of those faces.
A little hoppity hop there.
I love how Froakie hops forward.
So now they're going to ask me, hey, do you want to go into the dungeon? Why not?
Of course we do.
It's the mystery of Mystery Dungeon.
We're out for adventure.
Do they even have to ask?
Let's do it. Let's get right in. Here we go.
Boy, wait, you agreed before you knew the place was super scary, though. There's no backing out now.
Yeah, nope, not at all. And in Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, they always have really good storylines. And so, like, there's a lot of story to each of the characters. The personality really kicks in, and it's just a really fun story about every Pokemon that you'll meet in this world.
And what's really cool about this one is that every Pokemon that is known to man at this point is in the game. If you love any random Pokemon, if you love Miltank, you're a big Miltank fan, right, you could find a Miltank in this game.
Yeah. That's right. Or even a Psyduck.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. We're in the dungeon now. Real quick, I'll hold on to the Y button, and notice that it's kind of like a grid-based platform. So basically, every step I take, actually, the enemy will take one step a turn. It looks like it's real-time, but it's actually turn-based. So as I move, if I take a step, an enemy Pokemon could be also taking a step. But it looks like we actually have a sleeping Pokemon right now, and we're going to actually sneak up on him, and we'll pick up the item really quick.
Why not?
We just woke it up, so
yeah.
I think we might have to fight it, right?
Do it.
And the more Pokemon you actually battle in a dungeon and you knock them out, you actually gain more experience points, and that's how you level up. So every Pokemon always has 4 moves. Right now I got Lick, I got Aerial Ace, Quick Attack, and Water Pulse. So we'll go with a quick attack here. So I'll take my turn. The next Pokemon will take their turn.
And interesting, like you just pointed out, this is a turn-based game. So even though you're walking around, it kind of feels like it's not. It is turn-based. You can kind of take your time and come up with your strategy.
Right, yeah.
You don't have to rush through it.
You got to strategize.
Yes.
And there's a lot of items in there, and you just want to pick them all up. It's always to your benefit. And again, each dungeon is a mystery. You never know when you get in there. You never know where you're going to be. You don't know where it's going to start and who's actually in the dungeon.
Or how many levels. Yeah.
How many floors.
Yeah, floors.
Yeah. So right here, I'm not even moving right now, and there's 2 Pokemon that are waiting for me. So what I'm going to do is actually I'll bring it down into the corridors and fight them one-on-one at a time. Because 2 against 1 is kind of, I'm on some tough odds here.
But you can do it, I believe.
Using the terrain to your advantage. I like it.
Just knock them out one at a time. Oh, no. There we go.
So you're in the middle of a battle, but I know that legendary and mythical Pokemon play a big part in this game. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So a little bit later on in the story, there's a few Pokemon that are actually legendary Pokemon being turned into stone. Why are they being turned into stone? We don't know yet. You'll have to find out later on, right?
You have to wait and see.
So notice I actually have a status effect on me right now. It's a down arrow, and my speed is actually down. So what I'm going to do is walk over a Wonder Tile, and that's going to actually fix my status back to normal again.
So you want to keep an eye out for those Wonder Tiles.
Yeah, and definitely there's tiles all over, Wonder Tiles all over the dungeon, so you always just kind of venture around and look for that specific area.
So you always want to go over those things whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, very true. And we have an apple here. So Pokemon do get hungry as well. The longer you venture in a dungeon, your hunger meter actually goes down. So you always want to have food with you and you want to eat.
Pokemon are people too. They've got to eat.
Well, anytime you're delving into a dungeon, you have to be balancing, you want to explore to be trying to find as much as you can, but you also want to be making progress, in that dungeon and getting through as many floors as you can. How do you balance that when you play these a lot of the times, Terry? Do you try to attack every enemy you can possibly see to earn that experience, or do you try to just get as deep as you can go as quickly as possible?
So for me, I don't have a lot of patience, so I actually like to run through as fast as I can, but that is a really tough strategy because one wrong move could cost you the dungeon. You could actually walk into like a monster house and suddenly you're in trouble and a bunch of Pokemon surround you. You're in trouble.
But the opposite is just as much true, right? So if you go through and attack every single enemy and you whittle yourself down, and you have to have that perfect balance, I think.
Very true. Yeah, very true.
That's why you keep plenty of health items in your pack. You can battle as much as you want.
So right now I'm confused, but I'm also why I picked a water type Pokemon is actually I can travel in the water terrain and kind of get away from all the Pokemon.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And depending on what type of Pokemon, they have that kind of special ability.
You destroyed them. Good work.
I'm taking advantage of the terrain.
Oh, all those
You got to take
items.
advantage of whatever you can.
That's okay. I have a bunch of apples already. So
That's true. You're covered.
All right.
All right.
Wow,
It's
look,
the
you
third
can
floor
see
down.
him actually miming right there. He's making an invisible box.
So right now we have a Pokemon that's actually off screen. And depending on my move, there's actually moves that actually go like more of a distant attack. Like Quick Attack actually attacks about 2 tiles over. Water Pulse actually attacks for greater distance. So it's definitely great to have a good type of variety of moves in your lineup, in your setup.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually since we're here, we might as well go into the next floor.
Sure.
But you can always travel and adventure more into the dungeon if need be. But you gotta be careful too, because I only have one Pokemon right now. I don't have a partner Pokemon yet, but we'll get there. All right. So
Well, that partner is a huge help too, so you got to make that happen.
it helps you take advantage of the situation. Again, 2 against 1. It's always better in your odds. The mystery of mystery dungeons.
I like
Just
this.
exploring right now.
Pure
It's
exploration.
an adventure.
And so the thing is, like, maybe you've played this dungeon before, but not like this. So even you've probably played this a bunch of times, but you don't know where you're going because it's different every single time.
You get in there. Oh, looks like I went to a dead end. So there you go.
Aw,
You never know what to expect.
you never do.
Well, and you're getting hungry all along, right?
Yeah, it looks like I will be, and so what I could do is actually I could feed myself right
A
now.
little apple snack pack.
Get some items in there. There you go, back to 100%. Hopping my way through the dungeons. Oh, so we got a sleeping Pokemon.
Oh, here you go.
Should we wake it? So you can always creep up on a Pokemon. So each move actually has different PP levels. If you use too much of the PP, you actually run out for that move. If all your moves actually run out of PP, you do have the A button to use as a feint attack, and that actually helps. It's a very easy regular attack, and it doesn't use any PPs. But that's only if you run out.
That's your emergency.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emergency only.
Oddish was sleeping so soundly and
Look at
peacefully. What did you do?
I know. That does seem a little.
You're awful.
That seems a little harsh, actually.
Really? What did Oddish ever
Attacking
do to you,
adorable
Terry?
Pokemon in their sleep.
Survival of the fittest, right?
No, it's so Terry, though.
It's true.
Really.
No one's surprised.
Here we go. Adventuring along.
right.
Oh,
You're just.
You got mimed.
I got mimed.
Terry's now horribly lost in this dungeon.
And again, the whole point is
tile.
we're looking for Goomy. Goomy's stuck in the dungeon somewhere.
Whoa.
Oh no! Ow. Snuck up on me. There you go. So we gotta find Goomy. Where are you, Goomy?
We can find a Goomy. I believe in us.
Now, Terry, talk a little bit about what's going on the bottom screen, the touch screen of this game.
So the touch screen, we don't have on TV right now, but what it is it's a map, or sometimes it tells you different type advantages that you have. So it is really useful when you have that bottom screen to your advantage.
And it does auto-fill in as you progress.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Looks like we found the floor. Have we found Goomy?
Making great progress here.
Oh, a little bit of story mode.
Oh, poor. Such a change in the expressions there. He's so upset, and then, oh, we found him. I'm so happy.
We found Goomy.
Oh,
Poor Goomy. I don't know how Goomy made this far by itself, but
Goomy doesn't know either.
It's better, yeah.
It just slipped right in, and we're good here. So now we're gonna take Goomy back, and we're gonna rescue Goomy.
Goomy wrote his name on the wall, though, so there'll be proof forever that the brave Goomy braved this dungeon.
The rescue mission Goomy.
Goomy the bold.
So that was a single player, just by yourself in the dungeon. Let's actually switch on over to the next screen, and let me show you guys a little bit of duel, where you have your partner with you in the dungeon.
Yeah, let's jump over and take a look at that.
All right. So I feel a little bit safer now because I have a partner.
Yes.
So Terry, this is a little later in the game, right? It's a little later in the game.
A little bit later in the game. Yep. And then you actually get to venture with your partner, which is a great, huge advantage because, again, if I wanted to be a distance attacker and my partner wants to come in and sweep up from behind them, it's a strategy of how to gang up on a Pokemon, an enemy Pokemon. Oh, looks like right away we're going to have a challenger. And so right now I could go into the water, but I don't want to leave my partner behind.
Yeah.
So.
That's true, but you could because you're a water type.
I could.
The Trico can't join you in the water.
Trico cannot.
Yeah.
It's a grass type Pokemon.
So what would happen in that case? Would Trico just stop or
Trico actually
find another way around?
It would find another way around or kind of venture on its own. But its main objective is really to kind of stick around. You can actually change the strategy to each of your Pokemon. You can have them. You can tell them to actually get out of there right away, or you can tell them to fight all the enemies they see, be aggressive.
But you're considerate. You're not going to go where your friend can't go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So this is a great example right here. What we're going to do is we're going to have all these Pokemon come down the corridor, but then we're actually going to stay in this position and have them come to us. Have them bring the battle to us.
Right.
So right now it's a 2-on-1 advantage. Actually, my Water Pulse could actually go across a corner, and so we just took advantage of that situation.
It's about those deep tactics, Terry.
Got to survive. Survival of the fittest.
Survive.
Do whatever you can.
Hey.
I don't know, you found the stairs.
Found the
Good.
stairs.
Oh, there you go.
So each dungeon or each floor will have the staircases, and that's the whole point. You want to find the staircase. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down, depending on the dungeon, of course. And then you never know how many floors.
Geodude.
Oh, the Geodude.
My favorite.
Geodude. Everyone's
Don't mess
favorite
with Geodude.
dude.
He looks a little mad, so we'll just hit him from a distance.
Why?
We just told you how much we love Geodude, and you did that.
Hit him from a distance.
Geodude is just being a Geodude.
That's true.
Why do you have to attack him like that?
You got in my way.
Oh.
It's a Geodude.
A Golem's going to come back and pay you back for that. Mark my words.
So we're just going to follow this enemy Pokemon. Maybe it'll lead us to a staircase.
Be careful. He could turn around at any moment. And
We're pretty ninja-like right now, so I don't think he can hear us. Or can hear us.
So a turn is passing every time that you're moving right now.
That's right.
Right.
So I take a step, Trico's taking a step.
Yeah.
See if we can sneak past them. Yeah, so basically right there I stood still and I hit the BA button.
Okay, I see. So you basically passed your turn.
So I'm going to actually attack him from behind. See if I hit him. And I hit him from behind.
Nice.
Now we run. So it looks like my hunger level is at 72 right now. Not too bad. Oh, there's the staircase.
Oh, and those stairs.
Look at that.
You're on a roll.
Getting pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Coins are good. Coins will always help you buy items when you're back at the village and then the plaza. Very good.
Are you gonna luck out here and find another staircase, or?
We'll see. There.
Oh.
We did find the staircase. We could venture a little bit further into the dungeon and see what else is there, because there could be
You're
items and
lucky.
whatnot, right? Another wonder tile.
I'm just a little bit psychic today.
There we go.
I don't know, you're getting pretty cocky. You think you can finish
I
it
know.
with
It
this?
seems a little bit risky to do this,
Yeah.
And that's what you have to be careful of, right? But that's part of the adventure. You guys have to risk it sometime, right? It looks like we have an item over here. So Trico actually went to go pick up the item by itself, so that was kind of cool. They have a mind of their own. So it looks like that's pretty much it for this
Good.
dungeon. So let's go back to the staircase, yeah?
Yes, you've vanquished enough Pokemon for one level, for one floor.
All right, 4-4. Right there, we have an enemy Pokemon. And what's great is you can attack a diagonal. So any kind of angle, you don't have to be straight on anymore.
Now, do certain attacks, are certain attacks limited in the directions that you can use them?
As in maybe like, you're talking about like space-wise?
Yeah.
So like distance attacks. So Water Pulse actually gives me, it actually goes, it's a distance attack that goes across the room a little bit. Quick Attack is about 2 spaces over.
Okay.
And then Aerial Ace and Lick, those moves are only like single tile attacks. Picked up an apple. I think I'm gonna eat an apple. I'm down to 50% in my hunger meter, so I should probably eat an apple just in case.
Now you've only got a few minutes left here. You think you can make it?
I think so.
Not that we're doubting, but
I think so.
Never doubt Terry.
Some coins.
Oh,
We're gonna get it right here. Bam. Pick up some coins.
it's cool that all of the type advantages are still present in this game. So even if you've only ever played, traditional Pokemon game, you can bring some of those skills and strategies to this experience.
That's right. And you always want to find a well-balanced team to bring into the dungeon, just in case. Preparation is key, right, Audrey?
Yes.
So Trico got
Oh
burned.
no.
Oh no.
You're right.
I don't think I have an item to help heal it. Actually, I might have a heal. So again, preparation is key. I have an item that will heal any all bad status conditions. So I'm going to give this heal seed to Trico to take off the burn. No more burning.
And you would have taken periodic damage with every turn that you've
That's right.
moved,
Every
right?
step or every a couple steps here and there, it would actually attack, or it would lower Trico's HP level.
Yeah, we don't want that. Oh yes.
And there's the floor.
You found
We
the
found the
stairs.
staircase.
All right, let's
Yay.
do
Can we
it.
get out?
We're so close, I believe.
And that's it. So that is all I have for Mystery Dungeon. This is Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
You're going to leave this ending a little
Yeah,
bit mysterious?
You're gonna
Oh,
leave us
really?
hanging.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
All
the
right.
mystery, right? I can't give you everything.
You got to keep wanting more.
You have to
Well,
play the game if you want to find out what that Drillber's up to.
Yeah. And so this title's coming out later this year, right?
Say that again, sorry.
This game's coming out later this year.
Yeah, Holiday 2015.
Holiday 2015. That is this year.
And for anybody who wants just another little taste of Super Mystery Dungeon, you guys just released the box art today.
That's right.
So that's floating around if you want to go look at it.
Yeah.
Well, that was taking a look at Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, and we'll be right back with more games coming up soon. Stay tuned.
Bye.
Bye.